Hi, my name is Gabby, and today we're going to be doing our dissection on our sheep's brain. I'm going to go ahead and begin. I'll put my gloves back on. So we'll start working superficially, anterior, and coronal going down. Okay, so let's start with our lobes. Let's go ahead and bring in. And we're going to start with our frontal lobes being in the anterior aspect of the brain. So this would be looking sagittally back, frontal, anterior. Okay, so we have frontal lobe, and then we have parietal lobe separating from frontal to about right here. So then this goes into this aspect about right there to there is occipital. And then let's move inferiorly, and then we'll work laterally. And here is going to be our temporal lobe. The brain is separated longitudinally or sagittally into left and right hemispheres. We additionally have our starting about right here. So once again, this is temporal, and then coming up this way, this is going to form the lateral fissure, and then our longitudinal fissure. Okay, so let's come back. So like I was saying, temporal, lateral fissure, which separates the temporal lobe from the frontal and parietal and occipital lobes. And then we additionally have our meninges, which is Greek for membrane, which for us is technically a collection of the three membranes that encase the brain, working superficially, going proximal or inferiorly. We have the dura mater, which is not shown here because it's much harder membrane. Then we go into the arachnoid and then the pia mater. So I believe this one is actually probably the pia mater. Okay. And then additionally, we have these fissures that are separated. And the actual fissure itself, or the separation, is called a sulci or sulcus, sulci for orally. And then the bubble aspect of it is the gyrus or gyri singular. And so it's going to be these little meaty bubbly areas. Okay, and then let's go back. So then we have cerebral cortex, cerebrum. We have cerebellum. Then we can go into here. We're going to work proximal going distally. So we're going to start with the thalamus being this structure here. And then right below it we have the hypothalamus. Then we would come into our midbrain, which is still going to be more proximal to the brain itself. And then as we approach, and you can actually see where the pons forms, the little hump right here. So we'll have pons, and then from about the beginning of the cerebellum to about the end of the cerebellum, we're going to have the medulla oblongata, and then leading into the actual spinal cord. At the cerebellum, we have the arbor vitae, tree of life, which actually is a better example of showing white matter versus gray matter, and the white matter is the actual arbor vitae that forms the branching. And then we can come back proximal to the brain We have our corpus callosum, which is this long structure that helps form the cavity right here. Let's turn this on. So there's our cavity. And then, so we go back, thalamus, hypothalamus, midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata, spinal cord, cerebellum. And then, there we go. There's all of our structures and features.